Okay, so we're starting out with this black and opaque cover up here over old faded sleeve. Black and gray stuff sleeve. I see, what, wolf? I have to squint to see the wolf and some other stuff.
Yeah, but
What the hell is in that first one?
the second one is still kind of just
Yeah, it's more black and gray
stuff too, right? Like we've got like what, a Spartan?
That's like a wolf wrapped around some kind of skull or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that stuff that you rub on that comes out of a tube.
Yeah,
And then
well,
to
they
desired thickness.
traded it for some different stuff that comes out of a tube.
Well, I mean, this, like, I think that the first one actually wasn't that bad at some point. It looks like it's sun damaged.
Yeah, well,
Like, it's really hard to tell what it is, but that looks like misuse.
I
Like,
always tell people that if they spent good money on their tattoos, like why aren't you putting sunscreen on it or wearing a long
you
sleeve
can
shirt?
tell the dude sees a lot of sun,
Yeah.
right? Like, you can see it in his skin. And so, I will tell you, like, if you had problems with the first one, this second one is going to be battered far more by the sun. Also, like, not to be that guy again, because I so often am, but the second one, it does look good in person, like fresh, don't get me wrong, but like this is in a polarized light,
Yep.
in a dark room,
Yep.
and the first one is taken just wherever, right? The intention is almost to, I'm not saying they specifically made the first one look worse than it is, but they put no mind into the photo of the first one, and then the second one is staged and as good as possible. Everything that's, though I want to be sure to say, everything that's done in the second one is perfectly doable because the first one is in such bad shape. These opaques will just, they'll mute out everything. Like we featured an artist, Andre Makishi, here 3 years ago, more than 3 years ago now. And like he's doing these cover-ups on people to the point where like it doesn't matter what they have, like because he's good enough with opaques and he can do it with full color as well. But this presents a valuable option to people who like black and gray tattoos and they can't have them typically anymore because like as a cover-up road most people can't do it, right? Like there was even color in that first sleeve. But like there are guys that you can go and you can spend a week with them and you can leave with something like this. I actually just seen Lee do a wolf over a wolf.
Yeah, and that one looked really nice.
He used the same technique.
Yeah, he did a nice job of it too. It was looking way better at the end.
I mean, it is what it is, right? Like it's gonna have a different look. It comes across looking more like metallic than
Glowy.
yeah. So and it's easier to cover black and gray still, but if the color is really faded as well, then that's still an option. It is a bit harder to do this with color that's very punchy and vibrant. Like if you tried to do this trick with, say, my old Spawn sleeve, game over. That's not going to happen. Like that thing took layers of black to get rid of even. Yeah, the color just kept coming through. And this is by, again, Lee, who just did that opaque cover up. You couldn't do it. So this is only a viable option in cases where the old work is very faded. And I'm noticing a second wolf on that first sleeve.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that at first. Why two wolves?
Because they just like black and gray stuff.
They like black and gray tropes. It's
They
like
just
give
never
me
learned to do anything interesting.
the thing that's trending right now,
Yeah.
and then do it again. Right? It's although I don't dislike the composition. I actually don't dislike either sleeve's compositions that much. It's just kind of one of those like, why kind of do the same trick twice? Especially like I think actually if you wanted to, you probably could have just fixed the original one.
Yeah. Well, and the artist is just doing what the client wants,
course.
more or less.
Aladdin Tattoo did a good job on this,
Yeah.
and even though they're doing it in the weird filter, I think that it's going to heal just fine. This is another one from him, same exact thing.
Yeah, really nice, and he's doing it really graphically, like high contrast, really graphic, and I think this has like a lot of ability to heal well and stay readable.
Where the first one I seen as comparable in a way, like I actually didn't really think the first one was much worse than the second one in terms of the imagery. I don't think that this is top tier imagery or anything like that. I think it's decent. This one is more of a clear upgrade. right? Like that the first tattoo is obviously not good.
Yeah, little action figure.
Yeah, those things are never a good idea, especially on an inner bicep. When something that you're not often going to be seeing, and then when you are seeing, you're having to look close and kind of, what is that in there? It's obviously a Spartan. Looks like he got something of that on his, maybe if it's the same guy anyway, got something of the Spartan bigger on his outer arm. I don't know that it's the same person, though. It could be obviously a different person. So, yeah, that technique will work. There's no question that that little guy is going to reemerge. I know he won't. He's buried in opaques that are far better saturated than he ever was. So then we have this really nice sleeve and this big long write-up, if you want to give it a read.
Oh, give me a second. Grab this. So it says, this sleeve is obviously insanely well done, but am I the only one who still can't decide if I'd actually want to wear this much solid black on my arm forever? Because on one hand, the technical work is crazy. The cat portrait is beautiful, the botanicals are rich, the colors pop like crazy against that dark background, and the whole thing looks expensive. You can tell a lot of time and skill went into it. But on the other hand, that's a lot of blackout. Like, not a little filler here and there. I'm talking full commitment. Major real estate. No going back kind of black. And that's where my brain starts spiraling, because what happened 5, 10, 15 years from now, when styles change, your taste changes, or you just get tired of having what looks like a permanent dark mural wrapped around your whole arm. The artwork inside is gorgeous, but the black background is so dominant that it almost feels like the sleeve is wearing you instead of the other way around. I know people are going to call it a masterpiece, and honestly, I get why, but I also know that if this was on my body, I'd be panicking the second the stencil went on, thinking, wait, am I really covering my entire arm in black for some leaves and a cat?
I think that there are certain people who shouldn't have tattoos, and now they have tattoos. That's what I read when I hear that. Like, that's what I hear. It's like, you probably don't need tattoo. Like, if you're thinking like, oh, what if styles change? Don't get tattooed, because they will change.
I also think I personally think that any tattoo that's really black dominant, I have like an arm similar to this, no color, but same idea. There's a lot of black background. I think it's a decision. And I think that if you're not a confident person, and if you don't really like tattoos, it can be really shocking to go out in public with this, to have this, and maybe it's not for you, right? Like, there's a reason that it's just not for you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, not everybody should get this. That's for sure. But again, it's not really black dominant either. I don't actually think that this is that much black comparative to what's going on. We're not talking about a full black sleeve here.
It just makes me think about like Ash, like one time when she first got her arm done. Like it's a culture shock.
Of course.
For you as the person, like, we're in an echo chamber in here. A lot of our artists have blackout or like blackout, or it happens in our shop.
Yeah.
And then when you go out into the world,
well,
and you have a blackout,
there's a
it's
reason
lot.
why a blackout sleeve is supposed to come later. Like, I think I was pretty much done when my blackout happened, right? And I'd been tattooed forever, and I had over 100 piercings by the time I got there. Like, it was like, for me, it was like, oh, well, what is the difference?
Yeah.
Like, I actually didn't feel the change.
But I think it's okay to feel like this much black isn't for you.
But like, I think that heavier black tattoos should be after the fact. And the problem is, a lot of people get them for aesthetics rather than like what I did later these days, and they expect the world to care or understand the same way you do, and it's like, it's not how it works, right? Those people, a lot of people who they don't have a lot of exposure to being weird or different, it's like, it's going to be this colossal change for them. So,
and shocking when people stop you and want to touch your arm. They want to feel they want to feel the blackout.
I think there's another side to it where you get to where you're more intimidating, and they don't do that anymore, because I don't have people feeling me. Like, I don't. I have people complimenting the work,
You've never had like a little old lady ask to touch your skin?
No,
Never?
that doesn't
Not
really
once?
happen for me.
Maybe that's just something that happens to girls.
Whenever I go out, I get nothing but compliments.
Yeah.
I don't ever have any negativity in person, ever.
In
It
person.
never, ever happens.
There's always assholes in your DMs though, and then they're in mine.
Yeah, they even go to, if they can't get to me, they'll go to my wife. Yeah, no, it's that way online, but in reality, I don't get anything but I've lived this life for long enough to see it on all fronts. And I think a lot of people who get tattooed, they don't actually want to look tattooed, right? It's like, just get me something that doesn't look like a tattoo. I don't want to be, And that's a really weird thing to me because, like, tattoos were always supposed to be a statement of some kind. I always thought, like, whether it's a happy one, a negative one, whatever people want to make of it. But it was always, like, it was a loud thing. And what you're seeing a lot trend these days is very soft things, like the sleeve you did the other day.
Yep.
It's like a sleeve of nothing. It's like background, clouds, trees, a fish. A fish is going to
That's
be
even a lot
fish this big is the focal point of that sleeve.
That's even a lot more something than what a lot of people are getting. They're getting these tiny fine line tattoos covering their arms, and it's
Yeah,
not.
they want to put it on the back of their arm so they can't see it. It's like,
it's
why
barely,
get it?
But that's just like tattoo culture right now, right? Like these kids, it's just what they're into. Our generation is really big and bold, and their generation is into this like non-existent tattoo.
Yeah,
look.
I would say that if this is a scary thing for you, then definitely don't get it because there's nothing scary about this sleeve. In fact, it's incredibly aesthetic. Right, this one, it's very soft. This is a lot more aggressive on the eye.
Oh, I love this.
This is a cover-up work in
this
progress.
is crazy though.
I don't have the beforehand. It's by what is it? Tattooist Shinryu? I don't know. There's like this is that thing again where they have
that's who's liked it, or is that who's by?
I don't know. This is that thing where 1 million people are tagged for some reason. They tag every company. They tag 1 million tattoo pages and all this shit. I like what they're doing way more than what he has.
Yeah, well, this like the greens and the reds and the darkness in this is really cool.
Yeah, it looks like he's turning into some kind of Birdman, and I'm definitely on board with that. This is.
It's a future tattoo for our own Birdman.
Well, no, you could never sit through it. But this is quite cool. I haven't seen this kind of color play, and this will make a great cover up because it's very dark. It's very rich.
It is fun color play. A deep red in this like foresty, emeraldy kind of green.
Yeah, I really like that.
And I think this is even better in person. It kind of gives this like iridescent kind of crow feather look.
Well, this looks how it does in reality.
Yeah.
Like because they're not in the dark room hiding.
I would love to see this in person.
Yeah, I would want to see this kind of develop and take over the whole body, right? Like that's kind of what this needs to do. And his first work was very just like, from what I can see, very formulaic black and gray stuff. And it's nice to see him kind of evolving into a much cooler, new, kind of very unique color palette. Like I quite enjoy what's going on here. And I would like to see how this develops if people want to keep me posted on this, because I will forget. There's way too many tattoos I'm looking at. But whoever sent this to me, I hope they'll send me how this develops. I'll go and see if I can follow this, but who fucking knows who actually did this? There's like probably 9 pages tagged in this thing.